All right, here's another idea. This one from Good Morning Football. Another idea for Baker Mayfield.
Peter Carroll, listen up.
Okay.
I know who you need. Baker Mayfield
Talk about it.
Look great in green. And those fans, he's a fan guy. He is a city guy. Okay. The Seattle Seahawks, that fan base, needs a guy like that. Okay. He was injured last year, all right? Let's forget about last season. Think about the season that the Browns were in the playoffs for the first time. Baker is the one that brought them out of the mud and the muck that they have been in for a century. He could do that with the Seattle Seahawks as well. You know where I stand. Peter,
I like it.
Hope you're listening. Baker could be your guy. That would be spicy.
All right, so the Seahawks are a popular trade partner for the Browns with Baker Mayfield. This is from Bleacher Report. They say it should be Baker Mayfield for a third-round pick, the 72nd overall in this draft. These are 5 trades that are likely to happen, according to Bleacher Report, before the 2022 draft. Quincy, I'm in. If you can do that and they take the $18.8 million, give me a third, I'm okay with that right now.
I mean, you don't even got to take the 18. You want to just take 10 of it, I'm fine. like let's just take some, right? Because look, nobody's taking the full 18. But yeah, if you get a third and then maybe you could lose like 10 and you can say, okay, you did better than you did with Case Keenum, so you can go home happy about that. Yeah, I would be absolutely happy with that kind of a trade and that kind of compensation. Whether that happens, I don't know. But I think it's going to take a lot of teams getting to the point in their draft board where they realize that the quarterback that they wanted in the draft is not I don't even know how we're doing this with this class. Like, I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan or apologist at all, but like the idea that you're going to go Kenny Pickett over Baker Mayfield, that's a kind of wild or something. That's a wild one to me. Like, Baker Mayfield is not great, but he is better than Kenny Pickett. Like, like that is one that I just don't understand. And that's the second highest quarterback prospect in this draft class. So I think eventually teams are going to come to their senses, right? And during this part of the year, people are so focused with draft hype that they think the players in the draft are the only players in the world that could fit these positions that they're trying to go to. And then eventually they snap out of that and they sign some veterans, right? This is the point to where they're going to sign some veterans probably before or after the draft. And somebody's going to wake up and go, oh my goodness, we almost spent a 10th overall pick on a quarterback with 8.5-inch hands when a former number 1 overall pick was available for relatively cheap compensation. Like, this is where I'm like, okay, some of the disrespect with Baker Mayfield has gone too far, because like the idea that you go throw Kenny Pickett out there or Matt Corral and think that's going to be a better bet than a dude who's actually played well in the NFL, that's wild to me.